All right, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the webinar on expanding the SDVoE landscape in the ProAV application. My name is Qi. I'm the marketer of the Advantech ICVG group and your moderator for today's discussion. Today, we are honored to have with us three distinguished speakers, Mr. Mida Divizic, the product sales manager of Advantech Europe, and Stefan Temple, the president of SDVoE Alliance, and Jackie Liu, the project manager of Advantech HQ. Each of them brings a unique perspective from their respective roles and regions. During the webinar, I encourage you to leave your questions in the chat. We will answer them selectively in the Q&A section in the end. Please mute your microphone during the presentations to guarantee a smooth webinar. Thank you. So now, without further ado, let's comment on our first speaker's presentations. Firstly, joining us is Mr. Mida Divizic, the product sales manager of Advantech Europe. With a proven record in delivering innovative AV solutions across the European market, Mida is uniquely positioned to provide us with valuable insights into the practical applications and customer perspectives that drives SDVoE adoption in Europe. Mida, I pass my microphone to you.
Thank you, Chief, for the warm introduction. Very glad to be here today. My main focus is on Advantech video broadcasting and ProAV products. So the topic of our let me also start with sharing my screen. So the topic of our webinar today is how to expand the ProAV landscape within the ProAV environment using the SDVoE technology. So in the initial segment of this webinar, I will discuss the diverse range of the video-centric applications supported by Advantech products. Next, I'll provide an overview of the applications we prioritize within the AV or IP environment, and then following that, I'll discuss the technology selected for our AV or IP products and offer a brief introduction to the solutions we developed and that we provide to our customers. So in the second and third segment of this webinar, my colleagues Stefan and Jackie will dive deeper into the SDVoE technology and Advantech SDVoE products respectively. So, as mentioned, starting with applications that we serve within our with our video-focused products. Historically, you may know Advantech from the industrial PC and industrial server business. However, 15 or 16 years ago, we have also started with developing and delivering first product for video broadcasting and professional AV market. So whether that's audio, video, or IP, or contribution encoding and decoding, our products are available in various form factors. It can be a PCIe card for video capturing, encoding, and decoding, or it can be a small form factor encoding unit, and then we complement that with our VEGA product lineup, which is basically combining different video I/O cards and accelerators in one server. Of course, medical video is a big portion of our business in Advantech, so we have provided solutions that enable our customers to transmit UHD video and almost zero latency manner, and then on top of that, we enhance that with the content intelligence, which is basically related to the medical video, where our customer needs to analyze those images captured by different medical devices. So now moving to the AV over IP application landscape. Within this environment, our focus is on, let's say, three verticals. So the first one is the medical video. The requirements that we have from our customers are basically on how to deliver the video in a zero latency manner. That video needs to be in a high quality. It needs to be a high quality video. So basically, we need to use a very light compression when delivering this video within the whether LAN networks or wide area networks. And then on top of that, we accommodate our customers with various integration needed within the medical video. Then on moving from the medical video, our next vertical that we focus on is video walls and KVM. And basically the technology that we have selected for our AV or IP products, which is SDVoE, has enabled us to deliver a full set of features to our customers within the products that we have designed. So these products are not only used for the video walls within the conference centers, they can be used for the video wall applications in a various command centers that can be in a traffic monitoring command center, or it can be in a power plant command center, or any other command center where the video wall application is needed. And then third verticals that we focus within Advantech, and which is basically something that we have, it is a use case that we have uncovered recently. As mentioned, in Advantech, we have an experience within the broadcasting industry. Of course, that means that we have experience with the SDI cable. And then we have contact with multiple customers from that field. So basically, we have proposed an SDVoE technology to replace the SDI cable for the various video monitoring and multi-view applications. First, the SDVoE technology brings flexibility. It's easily scalable. And then on top of that, the cost compared between the SDI cable and what we can do with the SDVoE technology is also slightly lower, or the SDVoE is more cost effective than doing these multi-view applications within the broadcasting environment with the SDI cable. So, mentioned a couple of times, our chosen technology for the AV over IP solutions is SDVoE. I assume most of you know that there are a variety of AV over IP technologies on the markets, and all of them have their own benefits and also maybe flaws. But for us, we were looking for a technology that will enable our customers with increased flexibility, meaning that they can easily build new applications, new products. And because the SDVoE technology has this component which is called software controller, then it can be combined with the hardware from, for example, Advantech, and with the software component from a different company. So flexibility, scalability, and interoperability are all the perks and benefits that we saw in SDVoE, and that were, let's say, demanded from our customers, that our customers were always pointing at those features. And then on top of that, the technology that we have decided or selected is basically providing visually lossless video transmission. So the video compression used within the SDVoE is quite low. I think it's in the ratio 1 to 2. So it enables the transmission of the video over the 10 GB network, and it's basically a virtual zero latency. So for us, it ticked all the boxes, and not only for us, but for our customers. In the second segment, as I mentioned, the second segment of this webinar, Stefan will talk more about the SDVoE technology, and he will dive deeper into all the benefits that SDVoE brings to the market. And a bit about the Advantech SDVoE approach. So in Advantech, we have built the products that are not a single function products. So for when we have decided to design the products based on the SDVoE, they are basically featuring various input and outputs needed by our customers. So sometimes that's HDMI 2.0, sometimes that's an SDI, or we have products that basically combine everything in one. All our products are, let's say, including both copper and fiber approach to transmit the video signal. And then on top of that, because of the expertise that we have within the broadcasting environment, we have created a hybrid product design where we can deliver the SDVoE technology, where we can deliver the video with the SDVoE technology, but also a compressed video with H.264 and H.265 video codecs. And the products that we have designed are usable out of the box by the system integrators, but we also provide a customized approach to our key accounts, of course, when needed. My colleague Jackie will cover this part more in details later, so I would stop here and give the word to Stefan. Thank you.
Thank you, Midas, for the enlightening presentation. Next, we have Mr. Stefan Tempeli from the SDVoE Alliance. As the president of the Alliance, Stefan brings the wealth of knowledge and experience in driving the industry standards and promoting the adoption of SDVoE technology globally. His insights into the latest developments, market trends, and strategic initiatives within the SDVoE ecosystem will set the stage for our discussion today. Stefan, you have the stage.
Thank you, Chi. My pleasure to be here today with all of you. Thanks for listening. And as Chi said, I am president of the SDVoE Alliance. So without further ado, I would like to start with what is SDVoE. First, SDVoE is an acronym for Software Defined Over Ethernet. And really our mission statement is to promote adoption of Ethernet for ProAV using software-defined AV application. So the problem we are trying to resolve here is ProAV adopted AV over IP technology, but in the form of the Wild West. Every manufacturer came up with their own solution. It was pretty much a walled garden of solution without any interoperability. So we are trying to get around that. Also, some AV over IP technology are not suitable to share any other type of traffic, like a gigabit Ethernet traffic with other video signals, because they're limited to 1 gig. Also, there are some other AV over IP solutions that rely on heavily compressing the video, which in turn lead to image quality degradation and perceivable latency. So not really matrix switch replacement, as the matrix switch is commonly used today in ProAV. So what is a matrix switch? A matrix switch basically interconnect input and output with flawless video quality and extremely low latency. On the other end, traditional AV over IP can replace the matrix switch, but sometimes other technology would degrade the image or introduce latency. This is where SDVoE come in. We are trying to get the same flexibility, but without compromise. getting the matrix switch replaced by AV over IP technology, but without the quality or the latency that a typical AV over IP would introduce. By doing so, we are also creating a solution that is more flexible because a switching packet switch is more performant than a circuit switch. For example, you can cascade multiple Ethernet switch. You can upgrade later on. It's very easy to do with an Ethernet switch compared to a matrix switch. The other obvious advantage is cost. Ethernet switch, 10 gigabit Ethernet switch are roughly $100 per port, where you can easily have $1,000 per port for equivalent matrix switch with high-end functionality. The performance, because we running a 10 gig switch, we can have instant switching with no black transition, something that a matrix switch will never be able to do. We can support video walls application where an image can be stretched across multiple displays. We can support multi-viewer where you can have many different sources all composited on the same screen, so you can see multiple images at the same time, because an Ethernet switch is a packet switch, is not a circuit switch. So we can do all this with the SDVoE technology. And all this is done with the same platform, same architecture that is software defined. SDVoE is a matrix switch replacement technology that is sustainable, available, and flexible. Let me give more words around that. Why it is sustainable? It is sustainable because, number one, it is low power. The SDVoE processors are 28 nanometer low power ASIC. So when compared to FPGA, we can easily see 4 times less power consumption. It makes, for example, a huge difference in big installation. The European Parliament, for example, has 1,000 SDVoE endpoints, and the cost savings for that installation per year was $22,000 worth of electricity, only in electricity. It also means less waste, because at only 2 watts per endpoint, you do not need to have a fan to cool down your endpoint. A research done by NEC showed that the average lifespan of a product without fan is roughly 11 years, whereas a product with a fan, with moving parts, is down to 5 years only. So we're creating less waste in the environment. And also, not needing a fan is less noise, so more enjoyable for the users. SDVoE is also flexible and available. Available, why? Because there's the interoperability of SDVoE brings a big ecosystem of interoperable products. I'll give you an example. This is why any SDVoE transmitter can connect to the Advantech smart display module, and it all works because it is interoperable, just like you would expect out of an HDMI connection. If you buy a Blu-ray from Sony and you connect it to a Toshiba TV, the HDMI transmitter is not the same brand as the HDMI receiver, but yet you expect it to work because HDMI is well defined. That's the same thing with SDVoE. It's also available because of knowledge base. SDVoE takes a big pride of producing lots of content, lots of programs to educate and certify. So, for example, we have over 2,000 certified design partners. These are individuals that took the course, took the test, passed the test, and now they are certified. We also have more than 50 certified design houses. These are system integrators and system designers firms that are specialized into SDVoE, where at least 25% of their technical staff was trained on SDVoE. So lots of knowledge around the SDVoE architecture. SDVoE is also flexible because it's software definable. With the same topology of having a transmitter connected to any source, and a receiver connected to any display, you can define your application. You can do a display wall with that topology. You can do simple matrix switch. You can do a multi-viewer. You can even do a KVM. It's all definable by software where the topology will never change, so really flexible. It is also upgradable. If the needs change, if a new feature comes in or become a requirement, SDVoE is software definable. So SDVoE is also releasing a new firmware every 6 months to support new features, to support more security, for example, to support more functionality. So really, this platform is upgradable through software, and it is expandable. Being connected over an Ethernet switch makes it really easy to update and to support future. So the SDVoE Alliance started in 2016, and the priorities of the Alliance are following the evolving needs of ProAV. For instance, in 2024, the topics the SDVoE Alliance will be focusing is, number one, security. We see a greater need for having more secure environment, more secure endpoints and applications. So SDVoE has always been concerned about security, but in 2024, we're doubling down. For example, as of the latest firmware, we are introducing 802.1x port authentication. Another functionality we will be having emphasis on is to enhance the reach, broadening the market reach for this SDVoE technology. So, for example, Advantech has nice product for the medical space, for the display wall environment, the control room with the multi-viewer. SDVoE is also doubling down on expanding just for point-to-point, SDVoE being a more robust solution than a typical HD-based T for point-to-point. Also, the USB-C. USB-C is a new requirement, especially in conference room, because the newer notebook or laptop only have USB-C ports. So we're doubling down on getting this functionality on board. KVM is also a really key aspect of the SDVoE technology. For example, lately we had released the one-to-many and the many-to-one scenario for KVM. So one-to-many is like a control room where a super user is controlling many host PC, whereas the many-to-one is the reverse functionality for see a classroom where collaboration is needed between users, so many users can control one PC. Also, we are focusing on interoperability. Interoperability is by far not a new focus for SDVoE. It always has been a huge emphasis for us. But this year, SDVoE has formed a new committee we call the Interop Committee. So the goal is to create testing and certification to ensure once and for all that all certified product will be able to get 100% of the functionality. So the benefit for system designer is obvious. This is, for example, the reason why you can take any transmitter and connect to the Advantech SDM receiver and have functionality. You could take, let's say, an Advantech transmitter and send it to a surgical monitors that has an SDVoE built-in connector and expect 100% of the functionality. So that concludes my presentation. I will let he come back. Thank you.
Thank you, Stefan, for an excellent speech. Lastly, we're delighted to welcome Mr. Jackie Liu, the project manager of Advantech headquarters. Drawing upon his extensive experience in managing the AV projects and collaborations across diverse regions, Jackie will offer us a glimpse into the strategic considerations and implementations for SDVoE technology from a global perspective. Jackie, you have the stage.
Yeah, thank you, Chi. Let me share my screen. All right, I think, okay, I'm online. Okay, hi everyone. I'm Jackie, product manager in charge of SDVoE product line in Advantech. And yeah, thank you for joining us to explore the possibility to, to your future projects. And today, I think I will go through the following topic. Yeah, the first one is how do we group in Advantech SDVoE products to cover your applications? The second is to talk about how an all-in-one design gives you a better life. And then let's see what do we have for you to achieve clean installation to solve to save installation footprint and time. Lastly, we will talk about how the SDVoE multi-view solution save project cost for you, just simply compared to an SDI hardware switch solution. Okay, Advantech, we grouped all the SDVoE products into 3 categories. The first one, the standard type endpoints, the VEGA 1000 series. It can work with any other SDVoE products under SDVoE software API. And also the VEGA 1000 series are all-in-one design. It combines both copper, fiber, 10 gig connectivity, TX, RX, and TRX in one box. I will further expand the benefit of all-in-one design in the next slide. The second group is bridge type endpoint. The typical product will be the VEGA 1200. It can simultaneously service both local area network and wide area network video distribution with near zero latency to achieve HEVC, AVC streaming, or we can do the local storage. It also provides multiple video interfaces to support the ultra high definition video source. We have the HDMI, we have the DisplayPort, and also we support the 12G SDI. In the third group, the last group, that we call it video card module type endpoint. And it allows you easily upgrade your existing system, your existing PC or server to connect or to bridge SDVoE video system to your existing system or any kind of your application. And so we categorize our product into 3 categories and to cover all the applications. All right. I think it's quite easy to find SDVoE products from Google, right? There are more than 800 different kinds of SDVoE products today. If we put a transmitter, receiver, or transceiver plus the 10 gig network interfaces to make a model list, you will get more than I would say more than 12 or even more model names. And for those so many of models for the professional installation person, typically they need to make sure they go out with the correct models, and not even to mention that they probably have to ensure the endpoint to be installed in the right location so that they can finish their job, right? So, but for the procurement people, they have to manage multiple part numbers for inventory or for their daily operation or for the customers maintenance services. And then for IT department people, and they are not only need to take care of the spare parts, but also if they have so many parts need to manage, which means they don't have too much replacement flexibility. So that's the pain points we've learned from the market. So to address those pain points, we have some products this year. The VEGA 1100, which is built in both fiber and copper 10 gig in one box, plus the Blue River AVP 2000T ASIC, that's from Semtech. and it's building all options and all combinations into one box. So you can just config through our external depth switch to switch whether you are going to use the fiber or use the copper. We even provide a function to let you to switch to different mode. You can switch to transmitter mode or receiver mode or transceiver mode. Yeah, very convenient. So I think that's the benefit of the all-in-one design. And then now let's talk about the importance of the compact and the cable-less design. Yeah, as you may know, you will need at least three kind of cables to get your device work. Yeah, power cables, of course, right? And HDMI cables from the video source or to your display. Lastly, you definitely need a network cable to connect. No matter you are going to use the RJ45 or use the fiber cable. So that means at least three cables you need to manage to deploy. So we have this year we have the VEGA 1101, the PoE model. That is also all-in-one transceiver, which can help you to get rid of the power cable. So the only things you just need to connect your HDMI cable and also your network cable. Yeah, no need to worry about the power. And we have the smart display module, right? It even gives you more freedom. Only need to take care of the network cable because you have already inserted the module into the display. No need to worry about the power and no more HDMI cables. So I think it gives you very big benefit to integrate your existing environment. As for the compact and small size design, I think it helps customers who don't have server room or with very limited space for installation. And then we have the VEGA 1100. We have the 1000L, the most compact size SDVoE device. You can easily fix it behind the display or just nearby the sources because it's really small. It's a very slightly larger than a credit card. So you can image if you have your business card or your credit card, you can check the size. Very small. So I think with the SDVoE multi-view feature, yeah, we think we can help customers to save the hardware cost. How can we do? Here I would like to take the traditional SDI solution as a benchmark. As you may know, SDI solution relying on a video matrix switch to manage multiple video sources and displays, right? You have to purchase suitable models with sufficient ports. Even you probably will not have chance to use all of it, but you still have to buy it. Besides, each SDI can output to one display only. So unless you purchase another video mixer or multi-viewer, then you have to you connect all your SDI cables to the display. Or you need to prepare a lot of monitors, and you can frequently do the swap between the SDI cables from the source side. So that's also very terrible things. And furthermore, the cost. I don't know if you know that the cost of the 12G SDI, which is around $4 per meter. Okay, with limited transmit and also with limited transmission distance, let's say less than 100 meters. But with SDVoE technology, we can use the multi-view function to compose multiple video sources into one big screen. Yeah, we call it multi-view. And pure software control and able to change contents on fly. No need to do the human swap, So each SDVoE RX can handle up to 32 windows. Yeah, it's quite enough. So which means you can save a lot of money from reduce the numbers of display. Besides, if you put SDM design into consideration, the only cable cost is for the network cable. and which will about 1/10 cost of SDI cable, because that is 0.4 USD dollars per meter for a Cat6 cable. So that's how SDVoE solution helps you to save project costs and without compromise both video quality and the latency. Very simple comparison. Okay, last but not the least, the Advantech offers one-stop shop services, and we can maximize the SDVoE ecosystem to fulfill any of your applications. We have not only SDVoE products, but also various specific displays, as you can see from the screen. Servers, yeah, like the preview server, or we have NVIDIA AI video servers for video analytics. And we have video servers for storage, and we have servers for central control, and so on. Too many. So it's not only SDVoE box, but SDVoE, a comprehensive SDVoE ecosystem. So please feel free to contact with our regional salesperson if you would like to discuss about your solution. We will be happy to discuss with you. Thank you. Thank you for your time. Yeah, G, over back to you.
Thank you, Jackie. Thank you for our speakers for the excellent speeches. Now here comes to the Q&A section. I see some people already asked some questions. The first one is Robert. He's asking, USB charging will be provided from the decoder. I think that's addressed to Stefan. Do you like to answer that?
Yes. So SDVoE as an alliance is there to promote the use of the SDVoE technology for USB-C and therefore in the conference room. Now, in terms of specific products, that depends on the SDVoE member. So we have various members that have implemented USB-C products, and their feature set vary from a product to another. Yes, the product can support charging if you wish as a member to implement this. So I highly encourage you to seek for the products in SDVoE product catalog. You will see tons of members with various products.
Okay, Robert, does it answer your question? The next question is from Jens. Can you elaborate on the new capture card a bit? How much channels, and can it just receive or just send, for example, vMix output? I think that's addressed to Jackie. And he also added, do these services have mount for rigging in truss with safety and etc.?
Yeah, I think firstly I would like to address the channels. Yeah, basically one channel per one PCIe card currently. Yeah, because we have only implemented one 10 gig port to receive the SDVoE signal. And currently the capture card is serviced as a receiver, RXI. So will not do any transmission. So one channel and RX. But remember that Advantech is not only a box selling company. We do have a different kind of a business model. We can also provide kind of ODM or EMS services to our end customers. So if you have any idea and would like to implement your own products, you can still reach out our regional salesperson.
Okay, thank you, Jackie. Does anyone else have any questions? You can just unmute yourself. We can have open discussion as well. So Miller's asking, Robert's asking, what is the sales and tech support in place? Mida, do you want to answer that?
Yes. So what is the sales and tech support in place? So we have a local team of salespeople covering basically complete Europe. And then we also have a support team here with a FAE that can support you for all the technical questions and potential issues during the integration/implementation. So that's a bit.
Yes, thank you, Mida. Well, Jens added, why has the capture card HDMI ports if it's RX only? I think still addressed to Jackie.
Yeah, very good question. Yeah, and you checked into very detail to our product, and I think for the HDMI ports, that is if you are talking about the VEGA 3003, which is a combo design, because if we are talking about SDVoE, the answer is only handle one channel SDVoE, but actually that is a Gen 3x8 PCIe card, which means we are capable to handling dual 4K video sources at the same time. But the current design is one from the SDVoE and the other is from your local HDMI input. So in some case, because we have started to sell this card worldwide, and we have some customer, they are using this card to do the HDMI recording for now, but they are working on the SDVoE implementation. So once they have complete SDVoE implementation, build up the whole system, and then they can also use the same environment, the same equipment to receive the SDVoE signal and do the recording. So in the VEGA 3003, that is I would say is a combo hybrid type of the capture card, which combine the SDVoE and the HDMI input capability.
Thank you, Jackie. And I see from Adham, he asked, I would like to know more details about medical video. Which resources should I check? Jackie or Mirat, would you like to answer that?
We can follow up after the webinar with Adham and provide all the documentation and technical white papers that we have about the medical video.
Okay. Robert also added, is there a dashboard for devices deployed on a campus?
I can answer this one. So basically, Advantech does not provide dashboard, not the SDV software controller. So we are a hardware manufacturer, and we provide mainly hardware SDV endpoints. But we have partners that can provide dashboards and basically the monitoring of all the devices out there, SDVoE devices, of course. So we can also follow up on that one as well.
Okay, great. So for any one of you, if you would like to follow up, I will leave the email address. Mina, do you mind if I leave your email address on the chat? Then they can follow up with you.
Of course, yes, please.
Okay, perfect. So if there's no other further questions, then we can wrap up this webinar. So today, together, our esteemed panelists have guided us through a series of enlightening discussions covering a wide range of topics, including market trends, technology innovation, showcasing the transformative power of the SDVoE technology into the ProAV applications. So once again, thank you for joining us. And if you have any questions and would like to discuss further, feel free to reach out. I will leave the email address of Midat and wish you a good day. Thank you very much.